Guys, make sure to stay until the end. One common mistake, if you make that mistake, guys, we'll talk about what it is. It can actually cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a BMW 5 Series Generation F10 F11 from year 2010 to year 2017. If you guys have one of those, you need to find out where your water pump relay is located. You have electric water pump, stay with us, we'll explain where you can find it, where you can buy cheap parts, tools, fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time. Why guys, it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. All that will be covered absolutely free for your convenience. Make sure to stay until the end. Before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos guys. We take them completely apart, we show you how to do almost anything. Transmissions, engines, bodywork, codes, fuses. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you guys as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. Now guys, we took pictures of every fuse box in that BMW, okay? Every fuse box, so we can clearly guys show you where everything is located, so you can clearly see the fuses, because otherwise they're hidden in places where practically we cannot get the camera. So we're going to show you one by one, okay? We have video about every single fuse, every single relay. So let's say you're in the middle of nowhere, you need to guys, okay, find where the fuel pump fuse is located. All you have to do, watch our video. It will take you probably guys less than 2 minutes, replace that fuse and you're back on the road. Otherwise you'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere guys. We make those videos for your convenience. Now we'll make video for every single fuse and every single relay guys, and we have more than 14,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channel. Check it out, they can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. So guys, for the water pump, which relay we need to check, we need to demonstrate on this BMW 5 Series here guys, okay? Now this BMW guys, 9 out of 10 people do not know how many hidden fuse boxes it has, so we'll recommend to check out the video on our YouTube channel about fuse box location on BMW F10 F11. But what you guys need to do now, first let's open the passenger door. Once we do that, open your glove box. On the very back on the right side you have a cover, remove that cover, and underneath you'll find a fuse box with a layout like this one. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So let us tell you guys why it's super important to test fuses and relays. Fuses guys sometimes are really hard to know if they're burnt or not. For instance, I'm going to pull one fuse here, okay, and sometimes you cannot clearly see if they're good, they're bad. And let's say you think you have a good fuse, you put it back in and you end up having problems again, and you spend time, money, you buy parts, diagnostics, you pay for services that you don't need guys. You practically wasted your money. So all you have to do check your fuses, that way you don't waste money guys. So always test your fuses, even if you think it's good, always test it. It even happened to us guys, okay? And we work on cars all the time. Another thing, always test your relays. They're a little bit harder to test, but if you want to see guys how to test fuse relays, we will put a link in the description of the video below. But we've seen so many customers that think that they have a good fuse, they put it back in, they waste their money on parts and diagnostic that they practically guys do not need. So check out the link in the description of the video below, how to test the fuse and how to test the relay as well. So guys, if you want to buy fuses, relays, parts, tools at a really good price, quick shipping as well guys, we're going to put a link in the description of the video below guys. Make sure you get some for peace of mind, and you can put some spare ones in the glove box. So guys, for the water pump, known as coolant pump or antifreeze pump, which relays you need to check. If you look at that fuse box, you have only one relay here. You may have an extra 2 here, but that will be for windshield wipers, that's for horn, that's terminal 30 relay, so none of those. If you come to the trunk guys, okay, if you remove that cover on the side here, you have another fuse box, and here you have another relay, and you have 1, 2, 3 hidden ones, but none of those are for the coolant water pump, also known as antifreeze pump. So what you guys have, you actually have relay fuses. The relay part is controlled by the computer, the module, but the fuses is the ones that you need to check. So let's go ahead and explain about those now. Now, there is very limited information about where you can find the fuses for the water pump, known as coolant pump or antifreeze pump guys. None of these fuses are for it, but now 2 things we'll need to check, so make sure you stay until the end. If you open the trunk, but here guys, if you leave that carpet here on the bottom of it, you're going to have the car battery. on the car battery you have an integrated fuse box here. Most people don't know that's a fuse box, but if you remove that cover, if you open it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10 different fuses. Some even have more here. So all these fuses, guys, there is very limited information what are for, but we recommend to test each one of them. It's not complicated to test, just test for continue that you have connection between this part and this part. If you don't, it's burnt. Now, one of those could be for the coolant antifreeze water pump, but most likely it's in another place, and you wonder where. Under the hood, on the passenger side, we have that cover. Now go ahead and remove it. Okay, we have a video on the channel how to do that if you want to see. On the very top, you see that's an integrated fuse box again. That's supposed to be non-serviceable, that's what it looks like. If it burns, you're supposed to replace it. But you can actually open and replace your fuses, and we'll make a video how to do that. But you see, guys, that fuse here, that big fuse, 90% sure that this is the fuse for a water pump known as coolant pump or antifreeze pump. That's the fuse, guys, that most likely you will need to check. So you guys have all kinds of different fuses, relays, okay, in that car. So what we recommend, guys, okay, buy some spare fuses, relays, put them in the glove box for a peace of mind. One time we needed a replacement, we couldn't get one, okay, and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere. So always keep some spare fuses and relays in your glove box, guys. That way you don't end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere like it happened to us. Hopefully the video was helpful, guys. Thank you for watching and see you next time.